Well, hello and welcome back to Hold and Modify, YouTube's most poorly produced, underproduced Amiga channel. And I really do mean that. For those new viewers, this channel is it's poorly produced and underproduced. That's just how it's always been. I think we're on year 4 now, and it doesn't really get much better than this. I really, I can't even apologize for it. It's just how it is. So today, it's the 1200, and this is going to be a quick one. I wish I had something a little more in-depth to go over right now, but I'm kind of in between Amiga stuff. And this 1200 has been really awesome. I've shown it before. It's my go-to. It has the PyStorm in it. I do use the native Amiga video on it, but I use the Mark III flicker fixer to give it HDMI. But you know, I like using the AJ chipset. I know the PyStorm can do RTG, but I just don't do that. I prefer the native Amiga mode. However, this 1200 does have one annoying thing about it, and if we come around to the side here, yeah, it's missing this.
This computer will rule the world.
Okay, Q, so what can you do about that? Well, you could put in one of these, you know, nice Gotek drives. This is a pretty neat one here. And I've got, well, heck, this one has even got a 3D printed case that's, gosh, that really does look like it's designed for an Amiga 1200, doesn't it? It's got the OLED screen, just go right in there. Yeah, you could do that. Or yes, you could put in a floppy drive. Now, the problem is Amiga floppy drives are getting harder and harder to find that work. And even if you clean them up and do things, a lot of the stuff here in the back of them can be, it can be problematic and troublesome. So they don't work. So one of the things that people do is they convert PC drives to Amiga drives. And this one works great because this is a newer drive and it's converted to work with Amiga. I don't do that. That's something smarter people know how to do. It's moving some things around here to make it work with Amiga. But the issue is that if you look closely where the floppy button is there, it doesn't line up. So this fits in the 1200, of course, but it doesn't line up with the 1200's floppy eject thing. So that's not really an option. So what did I do? Well, I took the 1200 drive that was in here and acting all psychotic and weird, and I shipped it off to Chris Edwards. You know, I've talked about him a couple times, more than once on this channel, I think. Anyway, Chris Edwards is going to have a look at that for me, see if he can get it into shape and give this 1200, you know, a nice, happy floppy drive. Because one thing that sucks is when you open your 1200 up, especially while it's on, you see this gaping hole where the floppy drive is supposed to be. Oh no. Why do you do this when it's on? Are you crazy? A little bit. That's the Mark III flicker fixer, by the way. Yeah, it just smacks right on top of the video chip there and gives you your HDMI out. And underneath all this is the PyStorm, of course. That's my quick little update. I said this was going to be a short video. The floppy drive is out. I want to do floppy things. Q, why do you want to do floppy things? Well, I mean, we've got all this stuff on the wall. True. And as we've got things on the wall over here, you know, that's fun. But yes, we've got all this lovely software that's on floppy disks that I would love to go ahead and give a, you know, a good little toss, little whirl around the block, so to speak. You know, installing floppies are, gosh, it's kind of a lost art, inserting a disk and double-clicking the icon, and I plan to do it again, but I need the drive to do it. So yeah, and a lot of these are like almost brand new. It's crazy. Like they were, I think, sent out for review way back in the day. They got opened once, looked at, and then never again. So yeah, there's a lot of fun ones up here I want to get in there. And a lot of people might say, well, just use WHD load. Well, a lot of these games, not every game is available on WHD load. Let me just say that. Some of these, this may be the only way you can still play them. Or obviously if you can find the ADF files, the images, and, you know, digitally find them online, and you can do it that way. Yeah, but come on, this is more fun, floppy disks. All right, that's it. Hopefully I'll get a floppy drive in this 1200. Have some fun. I'm not completely stupid, by the way. Yes, I know I have the 2500. And yes, it has a floppy drive that works right now. In fact, this is probably a much better system to play games on. It's a 68030 that can be turned off easily. OCS chipset. Yeah, this is probably a better gaming system. Okay, great. It already sent that floppy drive out. Okay, I guess I'll just wait on that then.